another episode of the Nina Kauser Show. Huge week for Liverpool this week. Champions League football is a thing. Jurgen Klopp delivered his promise. So I thought I'll take a trip down memory lane and kind of discuss with Liverpool fans what they considered to be an iconic night for Liverpool in Champions League. No mention of Istanbul, mind. So if you want to know what made the cut, just keep watching. Okay, we're going to go to 2005 semi-final against Chelsea. Of course, we're talking about the big game before the final. It's against Chelsea. They've just won the league. They were such a great side. I remember they had so much quality. Jose Mourinho as well, there was that factor. He'd just been a European champion with Porto. So much riding on this, so much animosity already. They beat us in the League Cup, so we wanted to stick it to them. And I remember soon as Luis Garcia scores that goal, the nerves kick in because Drogba has so many chances. Cisse squanders so many. And just that last minute with Johnson shot. Oh my God, I agree with that tweet. I was absolutely bricking it too. So yep, great shout. And of course, it led to all things great. You know what we're talking about. Okay, we're going to move to 08-09 now. Justin Wells liked this one, so we're going to give it a mention. The 1-0 against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. I remember when the team news was announced and there was no Gerrard, and I was at that stage in my life where if Gerrard wasn't playing, I would absolutely dread it. So naturally I thought we were going to lose this game, but of course not. Our midfield controlled it. Xabi Alonso, I remember, if I recall correctly, tried a cheeky off the halfway line kind of beat Iker Casillas attempt, which is something that he was so iconic, which was so iconic for him to do. So that was amazing. And then Yossi Benayoun, cult hero, makes it 1-0. Thank you so much. Okay, now we're going to move to the Anfield leg. Of course, I'm talking about the 4-0. What can I say about this? It was another great week. We beat Villa. Then you play Real Madrid, you beat them 4-0. And then you hammer Manchester United at Old Trafford 4-1. What more could you ask for, people? One thing I loved about this game, they were in like this sort of funk where they still had some good players like the Cannavaros and Robbins, but if you looked on paper, we had the better side, we had the better players, and we absolutely stuck it to them. 4-0, embarrassed them, schooled them. Their defence could not deal with Fernando Torres. It was just truly immaculate performance, and you know, beating a superpower like Real Madrid goes down, in my opinion, as a truly iconic night at Anfield. And I'm sure that was equally enjoyed by Barca fans, but I won't get too excited because you're up next. The 2-1 at the Camp Nou. Of course, so much riding on this again. It was like a knockout game. Naturally, I was a little nervous. You don't want to play the reigning champions in a knockout game, but here we are. We had to do it. And of course, before that, there was that whole tension and fisticuffs between Risa and Bellamy. We had to, you know, contend with all that. They had so many quality players. Ronaldinho, Deco, Messi, you know, Xavi, Puyol, Eto'o went when playing that game, and can you imagine if he was playing as well? Just a mad game. They started off so well. Zambrotta was having so much joy, puts in a cross, Deco scores, and then Bellamy scores just before half time, and then anything that Bellamy can do, John Onorisa will do too, and we make it 2-1. Happy days, and we take it to Anfield and they win 1-0, but who cares? We beat them. And I believe the stat is we're the only British team to beat Barcelona at the Camp Nou. So thank you so much. Okay, we're going to go to 2008, and it was Liverpool versus Inter Milan 2-0. On paper, sounds easy, pretty fair, easy going. Not the case. They frustrated the life out of us. They reduced us to kind of shoot from long range. They defensively held up really well. I remember just being absolutely frustrated at this game, thinking, oh my God, when? And it was a matter of when, because Steven Gerrard unlocks things. Dirk Kuyt, you can always rely on Dirk Kuyt to follow suit. 2-0. And I got a tweet here from Tom. He said he enjoyed the second leg too at the San Siro. I assume he liked the fact that Fernando Torres got Marco Materazzi sent off. It couldn't have happened to a nicer dude, trust me. And sticking with the Italian theme, let's not forget when Juventus had the Italian job done on them by good old Liverpool. 2-1 the first leg. Cannavaro gets the away goal. Everyone's quite nervous because you expect Juventus to get an early goal, and of course just shut up shop and leave us in no man's land. Rafa Benitez had other ideas and served Capello a dose of his own medicine, the Italian job. We frustrated the life out of them. We controlled their midfield, forced them to play, you know, long balls to the likes of Del Piero, and our defence was going to deal with that all day, every day, easy peasy. So yeah, that is a truly masterclass, a masterful performance for an away leg. Okay, we're going to move to Arsenal versus Liverpool 4-2. Now on paper it sounds quite easy. Not the case. They take the lead. We equalise. We go ahead. And then all I recall was Theo Walcott went on this mad run that lasted for days and days and days, and no one tackled him. Not a single person tackled him. He whips in this cross. It's Adebayor and he scores. And before that, Adebayor missed a shit ton of sitters, people. A shit ton of sitters. So it's 2-2. Nerves. They start kicking in. Ryan Babel. What can I say about Ryan Babel? He wins a penalty. Gerrard converts. And then you think it's 3-2. Okay, you can breathe. You can relax. Oh no. They have a lot of free kicks. A lot of corners. It felt like 20 consecutive corners. If this was in today's day and age, I think we would have conceded on each and every single set piece, but our defence held on. I remember one came in, it was dying minutes. Kaut hooks it away. On the end was Ryan Babel. He goes on a mad run. And you think any minute now he's going to mess up. He's going to mess up. And of course he makes it 4-2. I think it's a massive underrated performance, should we say. I think a lot of people forget it, but for me I was exhausted after that game. I was so tired because emotionally I was drained. It was end to end, it was nervy, it was a proper European night of football. So yeah, great shout, people. Okay, we're going to move to the 2007 semi-final. A lot of you love this one as well. It's always great sticking it to Chelsea. 1-0, they were up. Joe Cole got the goal. Bring it back to Anfield. Daniel Agger makes it 1-1. It goes all the way till the end, all the way to penalties, and we knock them out. What a dramatic way to knock out those bitter rivals. And I think they were truly a rival in Champions League football, so it was great to stick it to them again and make another final. And it was pretty much 2-0 to Rafa Benitez against Jose Mourinho. So happy days indeed. Okay, we're going to go on to our last game. What could it be? What could be the iconic night for Liverpool in Champions League? All I'll say is there's a tweet that summarises it here. What a hit, son. What a hit. Of course, Olympiacos. Need I say any more? Group stages. If we don't win that, we're out. We're literally in the dying minutes. We're almost out. Steven Gerrard just drills it home, smashes it, and I still get goosebumps every single time I see that goal. It's one of my favourite goals from Steven Gerrard, and he scored some absolute beauties over the years. That goes down for me, and it kind of started off this whole thing of never giving up, and you know, the whole underdog story. I know we weren't real underdogs in the Olympiacos game, but it's worth noting that in the group stages we were pretty piss poor. So we were so fortunate. Had we not won that, it would have been UEFA football, and Istanbul would be nothing without it. So yes, massive game, and great shout. Okay guys, so those were your picks of the most iconic Champions League nights for Liverpool. I've noticed they're all Rafa Benitez games. Of course, Champions League football has been somewhat of a dream recently. You know, it's been scarce. It's only ever happened once since Rafa's left. I hope in years to come I can sit here and we can discuss magical, iconic, memorable nights under Jurgen Klopp. Fingers crossed. Thank you so much for watching. But whilst you're here, please do let us know your thoughts. What do you consider to be an iconic European night, Champions League night for Liverpool? Let us know. Comment down below. Whilst you're here, subscribe, hit the like on this video, and whilst you're here, download the app. It's completely free. Check out AI Audible. Also keep an eye out for AI Pro, and I'll catch you in my next video. Until next time, up the legs.